Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Hello! I am finally back. It has literally been like a month since I last filmed, and I'm so excited to finally be back. I'm going to do like a little life update, chit chat, get ready with me soon, so I'll be able to fill you in on all the details in that video. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing a new in W7 video review. This video is also very exciting because it's in collaboration with my bestie, Luce Stevenson. If you've not checked out our channel already, I don't know where you've been, because I literally mention her in like 90% of my videos at this point. But she does very similar content to me, so if you are interested, I'll leave her channel linked down below as well as her video, so you can go and watch that after you watch this one. So if you'd like to see all the products I use to create this makeup look and what I thought of them, then please keep watching. This is literally the first time I'm filming in a month. First time I've turned the camera on. I am so excited to be back. Gonna be a little bit rusty, but it's okay. Firstly, we are going to be tapping into the new base products on the W7 website. Some of this is PR, some of this I've bought. I did buy this. This is the Lumina multi-glow filter. They're a bit late to this trend. I feel like everyone and their nan's done this now. And then they also sent me the golden drops. Now, I would use these, but my skin is really dry at the moment. Obviously, I had the lump, which has gone down so much, which is why I'm back to filming now. But I've also just had my brows topped up, and the skin around my eyebrows are so dry, and I just don't think these are going to go well with dry skin. So I'm going to pop these down and use these in maybe like a full face first impressions coming up very soon. This retails for £6.95, and this is going to be basically like that Charlotte Tilbury filter product. So I'm just going to apply this all over the skin basically. Also, this is the lightest shade. I don't know why, but they always turn up really yellowy, orangey, these products. I think it's because they're supposed to be that sort of like bronzy skin sort of vibe. So just gonna pop this on, and straight away you can see how glowy that is. Gonna try and avoid that big lump on my face. I'd say if you're pale like me or even lighter, this is gonna pull a little bit too like yellowy orange on you, annoyingly. They really need to like extend their shade range. I don't know why, but W7 just have such a poor shade range. Like, they need to bring out paler shades and they need to bring out deeper shades. But this is what it looks like on me. As you can see, the skin is very much glowing. This would be perfect in the summer. Has a really nice thin consistency to it. It's not too thick, it's not too sticky. It's just a really nice glowy product. If I'm honest, these like glow filter products is not something I really reach for. I have a few of them. They are definitely for the people who have like dry skin or like the more glowy look. I'm definitely a matte gal, but I will reach for these every so often, and this just gives a stunning glow to the skin. Okay, so I just put my foundation, concealer, primer on. I use the P. Louise Smoothing Primer. So good, by the way. First time using it, love it. I use the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation, the NARS Pot Concealer, and the HMB Liquid Concealer. Now it's onto the liquid products. So firstly, we have a liquid bronzer, and then I was sent all four of the liquid blushers. But let's look at this first. So this is the Cheeky Dip Liquid Bronzer. They retail for £5.95, and I got the shade Fierce. The packaging is very much giving like She Glam vibes, like with the applicator as well. This is what it looks like. I did actually buy the second shade, like the second lightest shade. I do normally get the lightest, but the shade looks really grey. These borderline look a little bit more like contours rather than bronzers, but let's give them a go. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with that amount. It does look a little bit more like a bronzer now that I've put it on. I'm just going to use this P. Louise F40 brush. Hopefully I've not left this too long. Oh no, it blends out quite nicely actually. I'm glad I bought the second shade because this one is not really showing up that much on me, and I have pale skin. I mean, it's a nice formula. It reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury, just because of how it just basically blends into nothing, but I don't mean that it blends into something, I just mean that it blends really nicely and quickly. I think I will pop one more layer on. It is nice and buildable, nice and natural. It's not like too in your face pigmented. So these would actually be perfect for like a beginner in liquid products as well, because they are not overwhelming at all. Like how quickly these blend, I'm really surprised. It's really nice. I like that. That is definitely a type of liquid bronzer I'd use. I do like the ones that are user friendly, just because sometimes I can go a bit ham on the application, but look how easily that blended, and it looks so smooth and dewy on the skin as well. That is really nice. I will say though, again, common theme, the shade range is just not great. Like, how is the second light shade work for me and there's only 4 shades? Do you know what I mean? Then, as I was said, I was sent all 4 of the Cheeky Dip blushes. So these are in obviously different packaging. They're in pink packaging. This is the shade Skinny Dip, which looks to be a little bit more of like a peachy colour. This one is Thrill Seeker. This one looks like a bit more of like a deeper or brighter pink, shall I say. I think that one needs to be Shook. This looks like a nice shade. This is Lustful. Well, that looks like such a pretty, like, everyday colour. And then I think this last one's going to be my favourite. This is Think Twice. Oh my god, these need to be shaken. Like, the pigment is all like gathered. I don't know if you can see that, but like some of the pigment is like gathered in places. I'm going to try using this one. I mean, the shade looks really nice. That is a gorgeous pink colour. I'm just going to use Mitchell MF4. Okay, so these blushes are a bit more pigmented than the bronzer. Like, these ones didn't like disappear with their pigment. I'd say like 1 layer is enough with these, especially for like my skin tone. But it's really nice. I love the colour. Again, I used Think Twice. For £6 you can't go wrong. I have also got a discount code if you want to use it. It's not affiliated, it's just to get you 10% off. It's AlixKate10. I'll leave the website and the code in the description box if you want to head over there after you've watched. I just used the Trigwell powder for the first time in ages, and I actually forgot how much of a good powder it is. Like, my skin is so smooth, it is unreal. Okay, so we have 2 face palettes. We firstly have the Shape of Glow Highlight and Contour Powder Palette. This is one of the products I purchased myself. In fact, I think the rest of the video, the rest of the products in this video I did purchase myself. It's not on the front page, so I can't see how much this was, but I want to say this was like £7-8. I can't honestly imagine it was much more than that. This reminds me of like the face palettes we had like back in the day. Like, it looks like the Revolution ones and like the NYX ones and things like that. I think I'm going to use this shade as my bronzer. I might need to go in with a deeper shade as well, but oh my goodness. I'm going to go in with that shade first. It does look like quite a cool toned bronzer. Just love a good face palette. Like, I have so many, even though I don't really reach for them a lot, which is wild because I literally have so many of them. Yeah, I don't really reach for them a lot, but I do love a good face palette. There are some like matte highlights in here that I probably won't use, but I'm going to come back to it to use a little bit of that highlighter. Now, I don't even contour anymore, and I probably should have used that one to contour. Let's use the same shade to contour. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the Pretty Peony Face Palette. This is £5.95, and this basically has 2 blushes, a highlight and a bronzer. This isn't my favourite face palette, by the way. I'm not really actually too sure why I bought it. I think because I just wanted loads of new stuff to test. It is very cute though, I must say. Like, I love the colours in here, like the blushes, but that's only going to work for like light skin tones, and the highlight's pretty as well. Honestly, don't know if that would work for me though. But yeah, face palettes, I think unless you come out with something like this where it's catered to a lot of people, or there's multiple of those palettes with different colours for different skin tones, then I just don't really see the point. I am going to take this beautiful pink colour to go with the sort of blush that I used. I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it, I think. Looks quite scary in the pan, but once you blend it on the skin, it's quite nice. I've gone a bit too blush heavy, but it's okay. I think I'm just going to try this golden highlighter because I can just use the other one for my nose if this is too dark. So this is the one from the face palette I just used. Oh my goodness, that's very nice actually. No, that is, I take it back, that is actually quite a nice highlighter, and there's not really any cast with it either. It looks very pretty. You can tell it's on the more affordable side because it is that more powdery formula, but I mean, you cannot deny the blindingness from it, I'll tell you that much. And then I'm going to take the really pale one, which is in here, which I don't really understand the point of unless you like pop it like in your inner corners, or I'm not really too sure. And I'm going to put that in the middle, like on my nose. Stunning. Couldn't help myself. Okay, so this is the base. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm not going to lie, base actually looks really nice. I haven't even set this in place with a setting spray either. I think you can tell there's a little bit of radiance underneath my foundation from the glow filter. The liquid products both blended really nicely on the skin. The face palettes worked as well, they look really nice. I think the packaging just doesn't do the product justice, if that makes sense. But now we're going to move on to eyes. I just quickly want to do a little look with this. I saw this on an advert, I think on Instagram, and I was like, I've never seen that palette before. And then literally a couple of days later, it magically was on the website, so I was like, okay, that definitely was a new product then. So this is called Escape to Pink, and obviously if you know me, you know I absolutely love pink, so I was very excited about this. However, the actual colour story itself, if I can get the plastic off, this is what it looks like, and I don't know, it just doesn't scream enough of pink for me. Like, I thought this was going to be like a full-on, you know, monochrome, pinky, purpley sort of palette, but it actually has a lot of neutrals in it, and then maybe just like a couple of pink mattes. There is a pink shimmer, but the shimmers are not very light in here. So the colour story to me is quite disappointing. I definitely wanted like a pure monochrome pink purpley sort of palette, soon as it's called Escape to Pink. But hey ho, we will create a look with this. This again was also £5.95, so it's super affordable. Just to let you know, my eyelids are quite dry from the medication, and also because I got my brows done. And my brows are probably not going to look great, like they're so just crusty at the moment where they're healing, so just ignore that. I'm hoping it's not going to affect too much of the shadows, but we shall see. So firstly, I'm going to take Pink Punch, which is this one. I just automatically wanted to say Pinch Punch. First of the month, no returns. If you're from England, you will know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna pop this sort of in my crease, just so the pink is like the main centre of this. I mean, wow, yeah, that is really nicely pigmented. Next, I'm going to take Sweet Pink, which is quite a pale one, and I'm going to use that to blend this middle shade out. It actually might be a bit too pale. I might need to mix. I have to mix the two shades just so there's a little bit more of a blend between them. Then I'm going to take Dusty Rose, and I'm going to pop that either side of my lid. And then for the lid, I think I'm going to take this pink shimmer here. We're going to go all out today with the pink. Petalic, I want to say. Oh, also, this does come with a double-ended brush, but I don't normally use them. God, my back is killing. You can tell I've not filmed in a while. Goodness, right, this is quite a crumbly shimmer, but the pigment is there. So that is the shimmer. It's actually very pretty. It is quite a dry, crumbly texture, but when you apply it on the lid, it does have that really nice reflectiveness to it. For the lower lash line, I think I'm going to take this shade, which is called Bounty. And then for the inner corner and brow bone, I'm going to try and make it work. I'm not sure if it will, but it's this one called Utopia. I'm going to avoid the brow bone because of my brow situation, but that is so blinding, isn't it? Wow. It's not actually as dark bronzy as I thought it was going to be. I think the black packaging like really throws me off of like the tones of shades, because this is so nice and blinding. And I definitely spoke too soon on the palette. Like, even though it's not like what I thought it was going to be, you can still create that like everyday pink moment. It's super cute. Right, I'm just going to go pop some mascara on, and then we've got one product left to try. Okay, I'm back. So I put my mascara on. I just put a little bit of Bad Girl Bang on. This one needs to go in the bin. Like, there's barely any like pigment left in the tube. But this is what my eyes look like. Just a super cutesy, like everyday, like pink moment. I absolutely love it. And then for the lips, I have this. They had a few different lip products, but I thought Well, actually, Lewis told me not to buy everything, so I just picked the thing I was most excited for, which is this. These are the Lip Drench Ultra Glaze Colour Bulb. I think these are like the Tarte dupes. Let me just see how much these are. So these are literally only £4, which is so affordable, and I got the shade Hot Sand. So if you've not seen these before, oh, it's hard to show you. You basically pump it up with the button. Before I put that on, I'm going to put a lip liner on because I feel like that will finish off the lip a little bit better. Let's do like Elf Baddest Beige, that will do. Now it's time to try the lip balm. I want to see how pigmented these are. Oh my god, it's so melty. Wow, okay. This is one of those like super like melty balmy products. I think, do you remember the MAC ones went viral because people were like swiping them and then like half of it would come off? That's the sort of vibe this gives me. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favourite type of formula, just because it is a little bit more like on the heavier side of balm, but I will give it that it looks super glossy. Like, that is just a lip balm on its own. Like, what? And it has a really nice amount of pigment to it. It's not too pigmented, but it does have enough to like finish off my lips with the lip liner. So for £4, I feel like I can't complain. Like, that is so good for £4, and you definitely don't need to go spending like 25 quid, however much the Tarte ones are, or whatever the other high-end ones are, when this is literally only £4. I think that's cheaper than the Elf ones as well. They're about 7-8 quid, so I would definitely check out the W7 ones. Okay, so that is my full face of new in W7. Let me know what you think. This is the completed look. I feel like no products really let me down today. I definitely prefer some products over others. The liquid products are most definitely my favourite thing from this video. The palette was really cute. Like, it actually went better than I thought it was going to with the palette. The glow filter worked really nice, and the face palettes also worked really nice. They're just in that more like affordable packaging, so there wasn't really anything today that did not work on me. Everything is super affordable, it works. The lip balm also very good, so I definitely recommend you go on the W7 website and check some of these out. Also, please do not forget to go and check out Lucy's video. I cannot wait to see what looks she created with all of these products. I'll leave her video linked in the description box. Make sure you head over and subscribe to her. Okay, so that was my new in W7 video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It feels so good to be back. If you did enjoy it, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what you think of these products, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!